Let's work on the middle next. Let's take a look at this one, our prototype. I have a notepad, and I decided that I think it would be better to show you how to do this notepad in a separate video. So be sure to keep a watch out for that video, because these are so fun and so easy to do. So I did go ahead, let me set that over there, and make a couple for us to try. And I just make these out of scraps. So let's see which one we like better. Let's see here. There's that one. And there's this one. Oh, I think I like this one better because the colors tie in to this and also the pocket. So let's do this one. Now, before I glue it in, I think I'm going to kind of plan out this area to make sure that I leave enough room up there. So this one, I have a circle and some flowers, a butterfly. So I was thinking that I might try this. This comes from that same digital from the Junk Journal Studio, the Fall Bounty Kit number 3. So I think I'll cut this out and see how that looks. Let's go ahead and ink that up. Let me grab that. Ink around the edges. Okay, let's see. Let's put that up there. And let me think here about some kind of a flower along here. I can't decide what I want to do up here, so I think I'll wait. I've learned that if something isn't working or if it's not flowing, then don't force it. Just let it sit and go on to something else. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll come back. So let's work on this part, which would be a pocket. Let's work on a pocket. And I was thinking that, let me grab it here, that I would try to use one of these for a pocket. This is from a different digital company. It's called Pink Monarch Prints, and it's also on Etsy. So let's see. I like all of them. I think all the colors would work, but I think I especially like this one because it says gratitude, and that is the theme of our gratitude glue book folder. And I like the yellow. The yellow would tie into this. So let's cut out this one. Okay, let me get these things out of the way. I'll save these. We can use those for something. All right, let's see. Well, I think it's going to be a little too wide, so we'll need to modify it a little bit. So let's cut off this edge. I think I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay. All right. And then if we cut this at an angle, maybe round it a little bit, I think we'll have our pocket. Let's try that. Okay. think that will work all right. I like this rounded edge, goes with this round circle. So yeah, I like that. I think I'll put it down at the bottom, put this up a little bit. That way they're not all even. So let's glue that in. Have to make sure, whoops, what edges I'm gluing. So, okay, I'm gluing along here and here and here. I think I'll use the art glitter glue because this glue grabs very quickly, and that's what I would like to do with the pocket. I'm going to go right along the edge. Get it even? And I'm going to pinch in the edges just a little bit so it'll give some room to put goodies in the pocket. Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks good. I did want to ink around the edge and I forgot. So let's see if maybe we can do that now. Let me lay those aside. Let's do some experimenting. Let's put that in there and just try to ink along that edge. Oh, I think that's okay. That worked out all right. Now, next, let's get back to working on this middle part. So we have our notepad, which we'll put up a little bit higher. We have our circle like this, and I have an idea. Let me grab it. I thought I would look in here and see if I could find maybe a sticker to go up here that will kind of tie all this together. And I was looking in it a little bit ago at some of the fall pages, and I found this. And I thought maybe something on this page would go right along here. So let me just kind of take a look. Maybe this one. Let's try that one. And before I do that, before I take it out, let's see if we can find a butterfly to go in here. I really like the butterfly there. So let's look in our digital butterflies from Artie Mays. Get them out here. And see if one of these will go in that spot. Let me mark the page in that. Okay, let's see. Let's spread them out. Hopefully you can see those. Ooh, now there's one that might go. Let's see. Okay, that's kind of the color scheme we're after. Let's see. That one. And that one. I don't think so. My first thought was this one. I like that one. let's try that. Let's go ahead and get our notepad glued in. Now I just want to glue this part here. So let's do that. And then up here at the top also. Put it up a little ways so it's not even with these two, but I want to leave room for this circle. So let me see. I think I have it just a little crooked. Let me try that again. Let me go under here and press it down good. And at the top. Okay. Let's get our circle glued in. Let me just get my butterfly here. I want to make sure I get the circle in the right place because I'd like to overlap the butterfly a little bit. So, and I want to leave room over here for a flower. Next, let's go back to the sticker book and take another look here. Now that I have another look at this, I'm thinking maybe this one instead of this one because it has the reds plus the yellows, some greens. So let's try this one, and maybe I can ink it before I take it out. Let's give that a try and see how it works. You see here. Okay. Well, let's just go for it. Let's see. Let me grab my pokey tool. I think that looks all right. Let me just maybe take it around a little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. Press it down, then we'll put our butterfly there. Let's see. Okay, that ties in here and here. And the colors. Okay, I like that. Let's work on our butterfly now. I did go ahead and ink around the butterfly. So the next thing I want to do, I want to fold it in half like this, or about in half like that. So it'll go in this fold. So let's just glue the back of that. Let me get my glue out here. Just going to glue right in the middle for now. See if this is going to come out. Oh, it must be clogged. Let's go to the Barely Art glue. See if we can get that to come out. Let's see. Sometimes you just got to switch it up if it's not working. Okay. Now let's put this in here. About like that. Let's see how it's going to fold over. Okay, I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit. The Barely Art glue gives a little wiggle room, so okay. I think that'll be all right. Let me grab the gems like these. Let's give that a try. I get these at the Dollar Tree, and I like them. I use them a lot. I like them because you can just cut off as many as you want. So let's try 4 of them. Get that out of the way. We put that right in there. I won't know how it's going to close for sure because it needs to be in the fold. So let's just see how it's going to work. I might do the art glitter glue because it grabs, whoops, things are falling over, because it grabs a little quicker than the Barely Art glue. Now let's just see. Okay. I might have to press that down and hold that. Okay, let's give it the fold test. Okay, that worked out all right. I'm not going to glue the wings down yet. I'm going to wait in case I want to put something else here. So let's continue decorating. To save a little bit of time, I went ahead and picked out some embellishments, and I wanted to show you what I found before I glue them down. I found these leaves, and they all came from the Junk Journal studio. And then I also found some sayings like this, the thankful, and that also came from the Junk Journal studio. I cut them out of here. And then I found these butterflies, and that comes from the digital on Etsy from Pink Monarch Prints. So let's go ahead and get these glued down. Now up here and here, I want to put some foam tape behind this to give it a 3D look. So let me find my foam tape. Here it is. And this works great. I also get this at Dollar Tree. So if you can find this foam tape there, pick it up because it can be expensive at other places. So let's put a piece here. Let me grab my sticky scissors. I'm going to get my little pair of sticky scissors. Let's see here. Let's try that. Let me come up here a little bit so you can see. Just put it along there. And then let's put another piece along the bottom. You can sometimes tear it. Well, maybe not so easy there. Let me grab my pokey tool. Let me get this down here. Before I press it down, let me see how we're lined up. Oh, I think that looks good. Press it down. Okay. Then let me get this. And I think I'm just going to glue that right on there. And then let's put some foam tape behind this leaf to give it a little 3D look. I hope I'm in frame. Let me get that out of the way a little bit. Okay, I might use the narrow. Let's see if I can tear this. No, that isn't tearing. So let's just cut it. Take a piece here. And oh, I'm stuck to everything. Let's cut a little piece for over here. Let me put that down. There we go. And maybe just a little piece right there. Just a little one. About like that. Okay. And let's get the backing off of it. Okay. Now let's take a look. Oh, that looks pretty. Let's leave the inside for now, and next let's work on the front. So we have this area right here, and I did go ahead and pick out a few things that I thought might work on the front. I found this that I really like. This leaf seems to go with these leaves. I found this in the digitals from the Junk Journal Studio, and I found, let me see where it went. I found this. I like this to go right here because this is our gratitude glue book folder, and we're very grateful. So that goes along with our theme. Put that there. And then I got out my pet tape from the washi tape shop. And isn't this beautiful? I wanted to show it to you. Let me grab a white piece of paper. Isn't this just gorgeous? So I thought I'd give it a try on the cover. So let's see here. I did go ahead and cut off a piece. There's so many pretty ones. It was hard to choose. Let me wind that back up. So I was thinking that I would put this down here at the bottom. So yes, let's give that a try. Let's see how it all goes together. And if we don't like it, we can do something different. I think I'll do this first. Now this does have a backing on it, and it's very sticky. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. So let's see. I know I don't want it, I don't think I want it to go all the way across. So I'm thinking maybe I should cut it and grab my sticky scissors, because once it sticks down, I do know it's stuck. And if it gets stuck together, we'll have to start all over. Let me put that piece somewhere. So let's see how this is going to work. Okay. Let me see. I might try to just fold this over the edge. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's do that. Press it down good. And I want to make sure this is down really good. Okay, let's give it the fold test. See how it's going to fold. Oh, wow, that came out pretty. I like it that you can see through it. All right, so let's go ahead with this. Put that on there. Let's get that glued on. I'm leaving a little bit of room over here because we have the closure we want to put on here. So let me see. I might go over just a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. Let me see. Yes, I think that's going to go. Okay, that's going to be all right. Now this, I want to put some foam tape behind it to give it a 3D look. So let me find my foam tape. Here it is. And let's see. I could go with just the wide. And let's see how big we need it. So probably about right there. Okay. And let me find my pokey tool. Okay, I might have to pick this up, get it lined up here. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's stick it down. All right, let's give it the fold test. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty. I love the washi tape. Now I'm going to show you how to do this kind of closure. And it's very fun. It's easy to do. All you need is a few supplies. You need an eyelet like this. And you can get these at Walmart. You can get them from Amazon. You can get a box of them like this. And see, this has all colors too. So I chose gold because my brads are gold. And you can get your brads, they call them fasteners, at Walmart. So that's where these came from. But you can also find them anywhere like Hobby Lobby or Amazon. So now we need glue, and I would recommend the E6000 glue because it grabs very quickly and dries fast, and it's great for metal, and actually it's great on anything. I haven't tried any other glue, If you want to experiment and try some other glue, go ahead, because I would like to know if it works good on doing something like this. Okay, so let's get started. I forgot to mention you also need a toothpick. So I'm going to run a bead of this glue on a piece of scrap paper. And I usually put out quite a bit. It does dry fast, so I want to make sure I'm going to have enough. And it comes out pretty good. So I'm just going to wipe this off fast and put the lid on it. Okay, so now I have plenty of glue. So I want to show you how this is going to fit on here. We're going to turn the eyelet kind of upside down, and it's going to fit on like that. So what we want to do, we want to put some glue. Let me get it around here. I hope you can see this. We're going to put some glue in the brad. So let's do that. Okay, the glue is a little stringy. It doesn't really take much, just a little bit. Okay, so I have the glue in there. And then we're going to put the brad on there like that. And then, let me grab my paper towel. We're going to spread these little legs apart. I'm sorry if you can't see. Let me see if I can grab it here. Okay, there we go. We're going to spread these apart, and that's what's going to hold it together until it dries. So let me wipe off I got glue on it. Let me wipe that off. That will come off. See, that just wiped right off. Okay, so now we're just going to let that dry. Set that aside. Now this is one that I've already done, and I let it dry. And lots of times I'll make up several of these, and that way I have them on hand. So this is one that's completed, and it's ready to glue on. So we're going to let that one dry, and since this one's already dry, let's go ahead with this one. Let's find a couple circles. I usually punch out several of these and just keep them on hand. I use my 1-inch circle punch. So let's choose these. We need 2 circles. And I think I'll ink around this. Let me do that. Now this is just like scrapbook paper, so it's lightweight. And so what I try to do is then use a cardstock backing, so it'll give it some sturdiness. So I want to find the center. Let me get get close to the center. It doesn't have to be exact. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take my awl that I have like this, and I'm going to find it, and you want to be careful. I think I'll lay it on my foam pad. You don't want to poke your finger. Okay. And then, now this is the one that's already dried. I did it a couple days ago. So now we're going to bring the little legs back together. as close as we can together, and then put it through the hole. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it's a little easier if this top one is cardstock rather than thin paper. All right, now we're going to spread these out like this. And then we're going to glue this on the back. Okay, let me grab my glue. Let's see here. I think I'll just use the Bearly Art glue. It doesn't really matter what glue you use. So we're going to glue this, and we're also going to put glue on this, even on the metal, because we don't want it to move. We want it to be really glued well. And then we're going to line these two up. Just like that. Grab my paper towel. Okay, let's press it down good. Take your paper towel around it. Wipe off the excess glue. And there you have your closure. I think I'll go ahead and ink around it just to kind of cover up the white edge a little bit. And there you have it. There's your closure. And it's ready now to put it on your folder. Just like that. I showed you how to make our closure that looks like this and will go on the front. So let's get that on. I think I'll use the leaf. I think it goes with this front a little better and the rest of the cover. So let's go with this one, and we'll save this one for another time. Now I think I wanted to go, let's look at this one. It's pretty close to the edge. Okay, so let's see. I think when I have the ribbon on, I would like it to be kind of in this area and not cover up the bird. So I'm thinking just about in that area right there. So let's get it glued on. I think I'll use the Art Glitter Glue because it grabs quick and will bond very well. So let's use it. All right. So I can just hold this like this. Let's just press it down. Okay, let's just take another look, see what we think. All right, that looks great. Now let's get our ribbon, or it's actually crinkle seam binding, and I get this from my scrap cabin shop on Etsy, and I just love it. I use it a lot. Okay, let's get this measured out. I thought this color would go well. So let's see how much we have here. I would like it to wrap around 2 or 3 times. So let's see here how we want to measure this. We'll just go like this. And like this, and maybe I'll do a little extra. Can always cut it off if it's too long. All right, let's just tie this on in just a simple knot. Like that. All right, let's see how it's going to work. Just going to close it like that. And then we can just wrap it around and wrap it around like this. And tie it in a bow. Yeah, that looks pretty. I might trim this off a little bit. But yes, that looks pretty. Let's trim it. Just a little. So it's not quite so long. There we go. I like that a little better. Let's take a look at our gratitude glue book folder. This is the front. And then let's look at the back. I love how this looks like bark. Okay, let's untie it. And see what's inside. I went ahead and did some more embellishing inside. I finished up this tag. And let's put that back in. And then we made our library pocket. So that's going to be a great place to write a note or tell someone how much you appreciate them. And then we have our notepad that you can make little notes. You could even glue some pictures in there. And then we have this. We got our butterfly. And then over here we made our pocket. And then there's some goodies in the pocket. Let's see. There's a tag here that's got a spot for writing. And then I made this little tag and then put some of our crinkle seam binding that will tie into the front. And then there's a cross that says, "His will be done." I love that. And then I just put this little magazine picture in there to kind of tie all the yellows together. And then this is a long tag that gives plenty room for journaling or writing notes or memories on it. Okay, then we have this tag that we did. I put blessed up there. This has a nice area for writing. That's our tag there. And then our tag on the side. And I put believe. I love that picture. That's probably my favorite picture. And then on the back, today I'm grateful for. And then you can write on there what you're grateful for. I hope you enjoyed this video of making a gratitude glue book folder. The possibilities are endless with something like this. Once you get the foundation made, you can decorate it any way you want. And this would be great to either keep it for yourself or give it away as a gift. So I want to thank you all for spending your precious time with me today. I am grateful and appreciate every one of you. So thanks again for watching. I'll be seeing you real soon with a new video.